Hello everyone, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, your subscribes, for your support of this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, happy Wednesday to everyone, happy hump day. It's an incredibly hot day today, so I have the AC going and the fan going. I'm hoping it won't cause too much of a distraction during these messages, but we're in the high 20s, even though it's raining outside. So wherever you are, I at least hope it's warm. I at least hope it's manageable, maybe without the rain. But we did need it. We did need it. And wow, yeah, there's a lot of cleansing that's going on right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. We have air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the Knight of Swords energy is pretty much what is summarizing what I have been feeling since the start of this morning. A lot of quarreling, a lot of, and I'm going to say this, petty fighting. There's also someone that's attempting to, I'm hearing apology after apology after apology with the Knight of Cups energy. I haven't even shuffled the deck, right? And I'm just going to show you who the apologies are about and what the quarreling is about. It's you. Taurus Libra energy, the Empress, male or female. That's just from the bottom of the deck. I mean, the energy today has been all about that. And I have been seeing it played out. I watched a video today. I'm going to give the name of the YouTube channel. I think the creator, Mark, is an absolutely fabulous individual. He has a YouTube channel called The Soft White Underbelly. And they talk to a number of different people across the United States. And he shares their personal stories, whether it's their struggles with addiction, with mental illness, homelessness. He tackles a lot of important issues that we don't just see in the United States, but we see across the globe. And it was his story that caught me this morning and had me in tears. It still gets to me because I guess I'm relaying it, and I'm sharing this because, okay, this has to be for someone. I think it's for most of the collective, and I'm going to include myself in this, okay? He was talking about someone that he had been in love with, in a relationship with for almost 3 years. And he had met this individual by doing a story on her mother, who was homeless, who was a drug addict. And they formed a relationship, and you could see the love, you could hear the love when he spoke about this young woman and the joy that they brought into each other's lives. So you know that there's a drop that's about to come, right? Long story short, he went to her home after she didn't return a good morning and found her. Unfortunately passed away. Now, while that was sad and shocking in and of itself, what really got to him, and what I believe the message that he was trying to convey, is that you never really know someone, and you never really know the struggles and the fights that the person is going through internally when they're just showing you one side of themselves. And she was only showing him one side of herself. So when he found out the cause of her death, the things that she had kept hidden from him, and she had her reasons, but those reasons were just as heartbreaking. To me, it was that triple affirmation that as much as you might love someone, as much as you might give yourself to another human being, you still never really know who a person is or what it is that they are moving through, and how quickly things can change, just like that, in the blink of an eye. And I feel I'm sharing this because, I mean, it's one of those examples of the energy that has been flowing through the collective. A lot of you just didn't know what your person of interest was doing, what they were up to. A lot of you are still shocked, astounded, angry, upset, even though you've moved on with your lives, even though you are manifesting and creating at these incredible levels, you are still feeling the pain of not knowing, or at the very least not knowing someone's true intentions when you invested and gave your all to them. I would suggest going to check out Mark's channel, The Soft White Underbelly. He does a fantastic job. The fact that he went on camera and he shared his story in such great and emotional detail. This is a man who is still grieving and who is traumatized quite clearly himself from what he experienced. But it was one of the biggest and the saddest examples of you just never really know. And the fact that I'm starting this reading with that, I think it's a big indicator too of that full moon energy that we experienced, right? Where I said that all of the stuff that was being held in was going to be released, and all of those towers that fell before that full moon, more towers will continue to fall as more truth is revealed, as more truth allows us as human beings to come into alignment with ourselves, but also trying to find our place within this current frequency, because we are living in a world that's gone mad, but it's also a world that is moving through the effects of that full moon as well. We are seeing truth being revealed on a global level like we have never, ever seen it before. So it's not just happening in our personal lives, it's also happening throughout the entire globe, through our governments, through religious organizations, through families, social circles, through workplaces, through corporations. We're seeing some names on trial right now that we would never have connected with some of the things that they've been accused of. All things done under that moon, right? Deceptively, that people are now fighting, quarreling, and arguing about. And for you, collective, I feel that in your particular case, there are a multitude, notice the words I'm using, a multitude of people that are in this Knight of Cups energy surrounding you, right? Because now everyone knows the truth about you, and the truth was not what they were fed, was not what they accepted, because those who accepted that false truth, they've been made to look at themselves, that hermit energy, right? Jealousy, envy, fear, all of those uncomfortable emotions, what the karmic energies are moving through right now, because there was absolutely no reason that they came for your head. And they have to look at the reasons why they chose to do that, why they chose to believe the lies, why they chose to believe in a dream that they knew was being sold to them without substance. Well, okay, thanks, Spirit, that was pretty huge. A lot of them are being made to admit they accepted these dreams knowing that they were without substance. Again, you know, you never really truly know a person, family, friends, colleague, until something big happens. And just like Mark in the soft white underbelly, just like some of you, even myself, where we've experienced pain, hurt, betrayal, backstabbing, right? Because we allowed ourselves to believe one thing, to believe the dream, without realizing there was a lot more that was underneath it. So, wow. You know, I can't make this up. We got 2 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles, right? trying to make a choice, feeling left out in the cold, spiritual impoverishment, looking inwards towards oneself to figure out why the hell it is that they did what they did to you. And trust me, if they did it to you, we know that they did it to other people as well, right? We know that conclusively, including your karmic co-partner, because this reading, it feels it isn't just about them, it's about everyone that allowed themselves to get pulled into the madding crowd, that allowed themselves to come against you. And it's also you finding out the truth about maybe a person or some people that you trusted implicitly, you never really knew. And for better or for worse, because the better part is you grew from it, you moved on, right? You learned what a group of backstabbing sycophants, wow, interesting word, spirit, that these people actually were. So now they get to sit and watch you. I kind of feel like I've never channeled that much energy before without using the cards. I mean, I don't really need the cards, I'll be honest with you, right? The cards are just a tool, like everything else is. But what is it that the spirit, what is it that the spirit has shared quite a bit already. So spirit, what more do the collective need to know about this energy today? What more do they need to know? We have the Four of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So they're still trying to hold on to power as well as trying to hold on to money. They're still in that place of ownership, of possessiveness. Even notice the words that I'm using. So even though your person of interest / this group, community, whoever the heck they are moving through this, their focus is still on maintaining control, maintaining power, particularly when it comes to money. So I do feel, again, it's connected as part of that separation, that divorce. I'm also here, it's much wider than that. I guess this is why they sent the messages through that they sent through right at the beginning. This is wider than that. It feels as if there is a bigger problem collectively, energetically, with people refusing to let go, with people refusing to give up power, to give up ownership, with some individuals collective that are still attached to the almighty coin. Even though that coin, that attachment, has brought them nothing but betrayals, I'm hearing disasters, failed relationships. Your karmic co-person, whomever you were dealing with, they did all of this for status. They did all of this for clout. Look at the bag that's at her feet. And where they are again today, quarreling, defending themselves because they have been outed for everything that they did to you. What more should the collective be aware of? Well, okay, you want to come out? I can't make it up. We got the Seven of Wands, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. So they're still trying to hold their ground, right? They're still trying to defend the lies. That came through right away. So with this Four of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands, can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They're still trying to win at all costs, even if it still means manipulating and using other people. Trying to hold and maintain boundaries, trying to stand their ground, still in order to defend a lie. And again, I'm seeing that Knight of Swords energy that we saw right at the start of the reading. This is where the quarreling is coming in. This is where the arguing is coming in, because people know the truth. So what the heck is your person trying to defend themselves against? What are they standing their ground against? It's futile, right? Five of Swords energy, it's futile. Everyone knows the flipping truth. Even I'm getting annoyed with this energy. So annoyed actually with this energy. I'm feeling the frustration of those 6 wands in this 7 of wands card. I hope that makes sense. I'm feeling their frustration coming up against a person that you used to deal with. And this could even be a person in your family, again, or maybe at your workplace. It's perplexing, it's frustrating, because everyone is aware of what they're doing and as a way of holding on to power. I keep hearing controlling the narrative. That has come up a lot in the last few readings. And it's because they still insist in not only standing their ground, but manipulating and trying to, I'm hearing, mislead other individuals who are walking away from them, right? You see that red bag I pointed out in this picture? Look at the bag the other woman's holding as she's walking away. People are packing up their shit and they're leaving. That I'm just going to call it, they're leaving. Your person of interest is defending themselves, standing their ground, and I'm hearing against what is most definitely and apparently the truth about you. And they are losing everyone in the process. There's embarrassment. Wow, some of the individuals, particularly when I look at these two women that are walking away from the individual holding the swords, I felt embarrassment. This woman has her head lowered in this picture. She doesn't even want to look at your person of interest. There is embarrassment, there is shame, because these people did and said things against you that they absolutely should not have. Again, the energy. And I'm drawn back to that Seven of Wands. Your person is trying to stand their ground against these individuals within these Five of Wands who recognize that your person has always been about the Four of Pentacles energy. Power, control, ownership, clout, status. There is something incredibly selfish about the individual that you were with. And again, it's that dual nature, right? Because I'm sure they were giving you all the love, right? Saying all the right things to you, trying to make you feel comfortable, trying to make you feel good about being with them, about being in this situationship, this relationship BS that they dragged you into, that you had to leave. Or again, maybe they did you a favor and they left. But either way, you had to learn to stand your ground. You had to defend yourself because of all the individuals this person had come up against you. And again, everyone now knows it was a lie. They were used, they were manipulated. But again, I'm going to say this about this group energy, whomever they are to you. They knew it was a lie all along. Let's not BS ourselves. They knew it was a lie all along. Collective, even from the comments I've read, whomever you are, okay, there's no doubt in my mind that you've always represented yourself exactly as you are. That can be jarring for some, particularly if you are confident, if you are considered to be beautiful, if you are considered to be intelligent, even if you may not see yourself as such. These individuals did, and they disliked you for, no, they hated you for it. Oh my God, they hated you for it. And some of these energies you didn't even know. That's the kicker. That's why that Knight of Swords energy has been appearing. A lot of these people you didn't even know. So they're experiencing karmic blowback for going against you, someone who you may never even have met, spoken to, or shared bread with, straight up and down. So now they're facing karma for the choice that they made with your person of interest to come against you, who they're now in arms house with, looking at this Seven of Wands, because of all the karma that they're moving through. It is a royal mess where your past person is right now. They're wishing for healing, the star energy, Aquarius energy. They want to bring an end to the conflict. I'm really not sure how they're going to do that. And see, Spirit, what can you tell the collective about the star? Again, what did I say? They're not sure how they're going to do that, right? We've got Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Thank you for confirming that. They don't know. They don't know. This is why, again, they're hiding out in Hermit energy, because that flashlight they're holding, it's not just the truth of the madding crowd that they've been hanging out with, it's also their truth that's been illuminated. And their truth is not pretty, because their truth comes with the energy of the Five of Swords. Their truth comes with the energy of the Seven of Wands. Their truth comes with the energy of the Four of Pentacles. Whereas your truth, collective, you're still coming in as the star. You're still coming in as healing. And I just heard, you are someone to look out for. However that resonates for you, these individuals consider you as someone to look out for. And it could be in relation, Seven of Wands to the Five of Swords, to the things that they actually did to you, said about you, had, there's this for someone, had go into place against you, however that might resonate. That's unusual wording. But they are absolutely in this Hermit energy, in this Virgo energy, when they look at where they are right now compared to where you are in this star energy. And that's what they're fixated on. They're still very much fixated on you, who you are, and what it is that you do. I'm hearing for a living, as well as doing for yourself, because I do still feel, looking at this star energy, you are someone that's in the public eye. And if you're not in the public eye doing your thing, I believe that you work in service to people. Teaching, nursing, maybe you're a doctor, a firefighter, a police officer, a social worker. Maybe you're a priest, a minister. Maybe you're a counselor, a therapist. There is something that you do that utilizes that star energy, but also has made you into a star. I hope that makes sense, collective. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding, whoa, hump day energy? What have we got here? 1 second. Again, you can't make this stuff up, right? So there's 2 messages that I'm getting coming through from this card. So 3 of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. As we place underneath that 5 of Swords, right? So the 5 of Swords to the 3 of Wands, first message, 3-party situation, right? The 3 Wands. But someone has made that decision, looking from the 3 of Wands to the Hermit energy to the star, that you are still the person that they somehow want to travel back to. I'm also seeing the 3 of Wands as collaboration, right? You are also someone that they want to build with, that they want to collaborate with. Because there are 2 ships, I don't know if you see it, they're very small, that's coming in towards this person. Your person feels, okay, your person of interest feels that you also bring gifts. That if they are able to connect with you, whatever it is that you have coming in towards you right now, particularly as I look at that star energy, they want to be a part of it. There we go. They want to be a part of whatever you're manifesting. So they're trying to get out. 5 of Swords to the 3 of Wands to the 7 of Wands, desperately trying to get out of the situation that they're currently in. They're still trying to leave with as much money as they can. And again, that word status, as much status as they can with this 4 of Pentacles, because again, there's a desperate need to get into your light, to get into star energy, because they also require your healing. I feel this individual feels that you somehow might be able to absolve them, not just of all the crappy things that they did to you, but of all the crappy things that they did to everyone else. This person literally feels as if you're their salvation. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we got the 3 of Swords. They are grieving over the loss of you, followed by the 8 of Swords, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Underneath that 4 of Pentacles, they're stuck. They're stuck. Same message as before. They're stuck. Stuck in the truth of everything that they did to you. Ouch. Stuck in the truth, most definitely, of everything that they did to everyone else, that they connected to you without your knowledge, without your consent, that they shared. Whoa, okay. They also shared a lot of information about you. 5 of Swords to the 8 of Swords to the 3 of Swords, that has also come back to bite them. So if you told them, or they knew personal things about your family, about your life, about your experiences, they took it and ran with it amongst this group. And they did it to formulate these three-party situationships where they could have the upper hand, where they could have some type of status, some type of clout over you. And they created these separations between you and these individuals by doing exactly that. 3 of Swords to the 5 of Swords. This individual worked to destroy you, worked to destroy your credibility, tried to destroy whatever it was. I just heard the word dismantle, so maybe you were working with this individual as well. Interesting. They tried to dismantle, they tried to take apart everything it was that you were doing. And again, they did it all for clout. And now where they are fighting, they are trying to hold on to money, they're still trying to, I'm just going to say, they're still trying to defend the lie, even though everyone knows the truth. Their narrative surrounding you, collective, has been completely busted. Completely busted. This is interesting. I have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's not the first time her energy has popped up. And I'm looking at the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords. This is definitely a 3-party situation, right? The other woman, this is potentially someone who was chosen over you, right? 4 of Swords, that mental retreat, because they're dealing with a distorted Queen of Pentacles, right? And this is whom they're still stuck with. That 9 of Wands energy, again, these have been frequent flyers in these readings. And please understand, these 2 queens, male or female, they don't have to be lovers, right? They can be family members, they could be colleagues, they could be friends, they could be lovers, they could be part of your social circle. Again, however it resonates. But this is interesting. This is some of the energies that your past person is dealing with, because they're being called out to being manipulative, magician energy, Gemini energy. So whatever your person of interest did, they did it alongside these 2 particular energies. Again, male or female, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah. They worked in conjunction with potentially 2 other female energies. 2 other female energies. I'm just calling out the energies of the cards right now. You know that gender is fluid. These individuals were spying on you. Page of Swords energy, air energy again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I feel that your person of interest deliberately set people in your sphere, in your surroundings, that were feeding your person of interest back information, basically on how to keep you down, right? Because those 2 particular energies, interesting, those 2 particular energies, so I do feel this is the karmic co-partner to your past person of interest, and another energy that they were working with to manipulate stories and create fabrications about you. They are part of this huge fight that's going on today. So your person of interest was absolutely involved in a 3-party situation. Again, however that might resonate for you, but there are definitely 2 distinct female energies. Again, gender is fluid, but they are coming through. 2 distinct female energies, right? That your person of interest collaborated with in order to hurt you, in order to come against you, and to keep you down. That's pretty heavy. And again, all of this is coming forward today because of the arguing that's going on, that's still going on. That Knight of Swords energy is still very, very much present in this reading today. Is there anything else the collective should be aware of for Hump Day? Indecision, 2 of Wands. I know, right? We know they're stuck, right? 2 of Wands to the 5 of Swords. What are they going to do? Everyone knows the truth. Do they stay? Do they go? I don't even think that's a question anymore. All I'm hearing is, what am I going to do? As this person continues to exist in hermit mode, that Virgo energy surrounding you, while trying to defend that lie, while knowing the truth, right? Look at that flashlight, the light that's being shone. Look at the sheriff star on her coat. Your person of interest knows the truth, yet they're still trying to defend the lies. Wow. All right. Let's see if the wisdom of the oracle has anything that they would like to add through spirit. Oh, wow. I can't. This keeps happening when I split the deck. Unfinished symphony. Building blocks. Yeah. You're still that unfinished symphony that they want to build with. They absolutely want to be a part of your star energy collective. Remember, you're only taking what resonates. As you look at that star energy, you should be able to tell whether that's you or not, right? So we're clear on who I'm talking to, okay? Because that's how they see you, which is why, again, they're desperate building blocks to build with you. While you are this unfinished symphony, but it's an unfinished symphony that they chose to abandon. Again, whether you chose to walk away from this person or they chose to walk away from you, I go, tick-tock, building blocks again. They're running out of time to get back to you. They're running out of time to build with you. They recognize that you are this unfinished symphony. I mean, I'm kind of like, and the building blocks keep coming up again. Bottom of the deck. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? We know that, okay, I guess, Spirit, you're either saying, like, look, that's it. Or is there anything else collective need to know for their highest good here? I'm going to leave it here, right? They're at the fork in the road, and they're desperately trying to mend things. These, I believe, are the same last two cards in the last reading that I did. There's not much to say, is there? They're still at that fork in the road. They still have to mend where they are right now before they can even think about attempting to come towards you to mend things with you. So in many ways, nothing has changed. In many ways, a lot has changed. People know the truth. People understand that how you were presented from their own spying, okay, through these distorted female energies, right? They know that the individuals that they had spying on you, running energy and BS back to them about you, that it was a lie, right? Three of Swords. And it's this lie. It's that deliberate misinformation, those reversals of truth that has your person of interest in this Eight of Swords today, in that Nine of Wands energy, okay? Still trying to defend themselves against the truth, knowing that they've been caught in a lie, which is why today, again, they're still stuck at that fork in the road, trying to mend all the harm and hurt that they caused, not just to you, but to the multitude of people around them. Seven of Swords, to the Five of Swords, to the Three of Wands, to the Eight of Swords, to the Three of Swords, plus these distorted queens. That should give you enough confirmation at this point to know that whether if you walked away from them or they walked away from you, collective, it was absolutely hands down probably the hardest, but the best decision that you ever made for yourself. So in saying all of that, I am going to leave the reading here, collective. I sincerely hope that for those of you that it resonated with, that it brought some clarity, some peace, wisdom, and some more healing. so that you are able to continue in the manner that you have been, instead of feeling energetically pulled back into this old paradigm that really you're no longer a part of, right? And where your person of interest right now is still in that Eight of Swords and facing now their own fork in the road. So until next time, collective, I am always sending you all the love and all the light. Thank you again for supporting me as just the reader, the conduit, for supporting this channel and these readings, and for continuing to be the loving and supportive community that I am having the pleasure of witnessing grow within Meta Tarot readings. In love and light. Namaste, everyone. Please continue to take good care of yourselves and also good care of each other. Bye-bye.